even like, usually salty stuff or crunchy stuff, that can be a sign that you are stressed. And one thing about it, I do. And do.
Oh, it's like stress eating.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Hold your head down for me. You still liking your job?
Yeah, I do.
Well, Hayden's liking. Wait, did you get a new one already? Okay, so you left the other one?
Yes.
Okay.
I like this job much better. The people are so friendly.
Okay, good.
So friendly.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you still doing the same thing?
Yep.
Did they match what you wanted?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, like to a T.
Perfect.
Now, I do have to drive to Sandy Springs.
Sandy Springs.
Yeah. But I live in like Midtown, like
Right.
044, so it's not that
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. So I do have to drive, but I work an hour less.
Really?
Because the company before, it was 8 to 5. This company, most of the people are there from 8 to 4, but I'm there from 8:30 to 4:30.
Oh, okay.
Because I ain't want to have to battle traffic and try to be somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yeah. So I start at 8:30 and I leave at 4:30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, it's an hour less. The people are actually friendly. And they I feel like they really care about their employees. Like, they really treat all of us like we're like a team.
Okay.
I just really like them.
Yeah. So have you had like any issues with like learning the material or the software?
No.
Or have you known it?
Yes. So the company that I was with before, the one that I was with for 8 years, they use the exact same system as that company. Yeah, so I'm just like, this is crazy.
Right.
If Wells Fargo, I was like, Wells Fargo's back office looked like Windows 97.
I'm trying.
I was like, I already didn't have the best view of Wells Fargo before. But once I started working for them, I was like, oh, I'll never open an account with Wells Fargo.
Oh, yeah? Girl, don't tell me that because I sure do.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's really my personal opinion. I never liked them.
Well, to be honest with you, I opened that account when I was like in high school, so it wasn't really anything, it wasn't really anything else, I guess, around the town that I lived in. But but I done had my share of issues with Wells Fargo. Trust me.
They outsource all of their like back office, all of their support, customer service. So it's like you can never call and talk to somebody. Like you're always calling somebody in the Philippines. And it's like they don't know how to answer your first question correctly.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's impossible for me to be productive here. And none of y'all know how to answer my questions correctly.
Girl, I be having all type of scam accounts and scam activity on my account. I'm like, what is happening? But I said I was gonna close it down after the last incident, but I ended up having to get my car loan through them because they was offering the best rate. So I just ended up keeping the account open. So now all I do is just like, if I need like some quick money, I'll transfer it over to that. But I try my best not to keep too much over there because y'all be having too much going on.
They really do. Yeah, they really do. And I'm just like, it's like some of the stuff they do. I'm like, no wonder y'all had a data breach.
Right.
I don't know. But I'm glad that I'm back with Fidelity. So
period.
I broke up with the guy that I was dating too.
You did?
Yeah. It's crazy because like, you can see like red flags in a person.
Yes.
And you know, on paper he was really good. So I'm not gonna take that away from him. Like on paper he was really good. And I had known him for like, 15 years, So then it was like once you started getting down to like, a person's character, it was just like, oh, like
he wasn't what you needed.
I'm not gonna do that.
So how did you like come to that decision? Were you nervous about doing it?
Well, no. So like a month ago, right? I had tried to break up with him a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Because like I just felt like, well, number one, at that time, I felt like you don't really like me like that. Like,
why did you feel like that? Was he not like giving you the attention or?
So, when I'm in relationships, I'm used to people like really like, into me.
Okay.
Like, oh my gosh, this. He wasn't like that.
Okay.
And there's certain things that, because I had known him for so long, I knew about his previous relationship. Right?
Oh, okay, see.
There were certain things that like he would talk about doing in his previous relationship. That he was like proud of, happy about. And granted, they were together for 5 years, so I'm not expecting, us to be doing some of the same things, but it's just the attitude behind those things.
Right.
He just wasn't telling me like that. Like, I just didn't feel like he really liked me. Like, I feel like I accomplished something for him, but that was pretty much it.
Gotcha.
And then like also, he wasn't interested in really getting to know me, right? Like he wasn't interested in doing the things that I like to do, or like coming over my place, or like so he just wasn't interested in me at all, right? And so I picked that, and so I tried to break up with him, and he was basically like, no.
What? No.
That's what he said.
No.
Yeah.
How do you tell somebody no, I'm not breaking up with you?
He said, oh. He said, are you breaking up with me? I said, yes, I'm breaking up with you. He said, oh, well, I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate you doing that, but no thank you. Like, that's what he said.
Well, why would he? Okay, anyway. Okay. And then what? So y'all just kept seeing each other?
So we had a long conversation, of course, and then we was like, okay, well, maybe we need to just take things slow, maybe, kind of do things by yourself for a while, but like, I'm not breaking up with you type of thing, But then it was just like, I was just like, I really, not only do I feel like you don't like me, I don't really like you. Okay. Like, I don't really like you like that, like, I'm not interested in the same things that you're interested in. Your personality is, you kind of have like a little bit of a shitty personality, a little bit, just to be real. Right. And I have a better time when I'm around you.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one right there. When you start having a good time without your man, it's a rap piece. It is a rap piece because I would rather be outside than to be with you.
Right. Yeah. No, for real. Like, that's really what it was. Oh. And it's like, he talked down on people a lot.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading this book, and one of the chapters is what is it called? It's I have it in my notes, but it's basically like remove yourself from miserable people that always complain, always got issues, don't associate with the unhappy and the unlucky.
Right. You know what? That's a great point. I feel like I heard that from somewhere too.
Yeah, it's in there for your lost power.
But it was just like if you couldn't do something for him, like that benefited him in some type of way, then he would like talk bad about people. Like, oh, this be,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like hearing that off of man's lips. Yes. I hate that word, honestly.
Yeah. And
I don't want to hear a man calling a woman a bee.
And then the last time we got in an argument, I said, the argument was, you know, I think you see yourself totally different than how you actually are because, you know, you say that you like to go out and do things that are active, but you don't. I said, actually, I feel like the reason that you aren't going out and being active is because you're dating me. I said, because when you were in your previous relationship, you had no problem going out. And when you were single, I said, but I just think that you're not interested in me enough to want to go out with me. And he got angry and started, you know, yelling and calling me a B and yeah.
Oh, no.
And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not about to do that.
That's ridiculous. See, I be
like
asking.
Crazy as hell.
I mean, you know, I have to ask because some people feel like in some relationships you should take certain things, especially depending on. I don't feel like that's one of the things you should take in a relationship. I feel like, okay, you and your man can have a disagreement, but the moment you start disrespecting you, that should be your red flag number one. Let's be out of here. Because you can't argue without being disrespectful. You call me a B? Oh, baby, that'll be the last B you call me.
It was so crazy. It was like, I said that you don't like to go out. You know, like you don't go out. But you crazy. Like that is not even a conversation worth having an argument for.
Right.
So I was just like, yeah, no, that's okay.
Absolutely.
And you know, people, you're right. You know, there are a lot of people that feel like, oh, well, you know, this person, they check off all of these boxes on paper. You know, maybe I can, like, maybe I can
make it work.
Accept a little bit more than I normally would. But I'm kind of like, nah, like, that's the last thing you need to do, really. Because really what this person is saying is like, okay, maybe I look good on paper, but like, I have a fucked up character.
Right, and they don't care to fix it.
And you can't fix a fucked up character.
No, they don't care.
You can't, you know, that's something that person has to, like, fix on their own.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, so, like, I would much rather, like, no.
I agree. Like, paper is cool and all, but the way things are going today, I feel like if you can do it by yourself, what are you subjecting yourself to?
Right, yes.
And most of us are doing it by ourselves. So what exactly are we subjecting ourselves to?
And that's the other thing. I feel like people like that are used to dealing with people. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking.
You okay.
I feel like people like him are used to dealing with people that haven't or can't do for themselves.
Oh, you better speak on it. Because now that's a problem that I can't. Okay. Oh, it is hard too, because honestly, I'm trying to learn, but it's a mechanism for them, like to have people dependent on them.
Yeah.
It feeds their ego, it feeds their soul, it makes them thrive, it gives them life.
Yeah.
Whole time you meet somebody who don't actually need you, you feel like you can do them however or talk to them however, and when you can't, now you all of a sudden pissy and don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
The simple fact is you cannot talk to me like you talk to everybody else. If I don't need you like everybody else needs you.
Exactly. I'm like, that last relationship that you was a part of, you know, I liked her. I'm not going to say anything bad about her, you know, but like, honestly, I really be wanting to hit her up and be like,
no,
how did you, no, I'm not, but I'm just saying, I want to be like,
Uh-huh.
How did you make it 5 years for her?
Okay.
Like, I really want to know.
Yeah. But, you know, it could have just been a thing of she probably wasn't able to do what she wanted to do on her own, or he was providing her a sense of comfort, or he could have been, you know, talking crazy to her, had her crazy in the head, thinking she couldn't do anything without him.
Yeah. So,
that's you know, they love to push it like ain't nobody, people like that love to push it like, I do everything for you. Can't nobody else do nothing.
And he was, because she was living in his house. I don't think, he said she wasn't paying any bills. Mm-hmm. I believe that, but I also understand that, you know, people always say things to make themselves look like the better person.
Right.
You know, so I don't know.
Right.
You know. But yeah, she was, you know, they didn't have any children together. She was just there and not having to pay any bills.
Right.
And so,
but
like,
you get away with a lot more when you have that positioning too. Like,
yeah.
Some of the, again, she probably ain't paying the bill, so some of the stuff that he was probably doing and saying to her, it was almost like, you know what,
yeah, I
ain't paying no bills. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you would just rather do what you need to do.
I'm like, shit, them bills not that bad.
Okay, for a little peace of mind.
They're not gonna be disrespectful. Well, sometimes they're a little disrespectful, but you know, it's not personal.
Okay. Look, they doing everybody like this.
Right.
But yeah, I just, I don't know if I necessarily.
Yeah, no. So I'm like, yeah, I think you maybe, he's probably better suited to be in a relationship with somebody who
need him a little more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, talk about it. It's giving me independent.
And I don't even like being Miss Independent.
Right.
Like,
you want to be in your soft girl era.
Yeah, like my sister, she's a stay-at-home mom of 2, and she's, fully taken care of. I don't, good for her. I don't want to be like, oh, I could do this by myself. But,
right.
At the same time, like,
I really could.
I could, and I'm not going to be disrespected just for the simple fact that I don't have to, like,
right,
no.
depend on you, ask you for money.
Yeah. No, I don't think women should have to, like, go out and, worry about, how bills are going to be paid. I don't think they should, but I mean, if that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do, But you're not going to just be in a toxic situation, I don't know.
Yeah, but and another thing I noticed, like, usually in those situations, it'd be like, they be starting young, too, like.
Yeah.
It'd be on some.
Yep.
Oh, I met him when I was like 16, 18, 21. And now he's talking to you crazy for the rest of your life.
Yep. Yeah.
Can not be. Okay. But yeah, let me see. Amanda Seals, I don't think I've seen you since Amanda Seals' interview with Shannon Sharp. Have you?
No, I haven't. I have not. So it's a lot of stuff I need to ask you about. Go ahead and start there. Yeah, it's a couple of things that I'm like, what is going on?
Okay. Well. Okay, I'm having a problem. I don't like your hair.
Why?
It looks like something is on it.
Oh.
And I don't like that.
Okay.
Okay, let me take you back to the shampoo bowl.
Okay.
We're going to have to end this live because I got stuff to do. I got to re-shampoo her hair. Yeah, my sis really loves you. Y'all was in here talking, wasn't y'all?
What were they saying?
Her hair is amazing. It looks very nice. Yeah, she's good at hair. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. But I got to take her back to the bowl because her hair ain't doing what it's supposed to do. So we'll be back.